On the page, it's a film about boxing. It's set. It's on a canvas of boxing, if you like, but it's a love story. Ultimately, it's a story about addiction. It's a story about a man having an awakening. It's a difficult question. Many people. It's made in loving memory of a man called Mick Carney, who was my old trainer. People like Paul Weller, who wrote the music for the film, was a great inspiration on me. My family, you know, it's a very personal film.
Fantastic. I think it was one of the best experiences I've had as an actor. So when Johnny asked me to play Eddie, that was a massive compliment, you know, and to then immerse myself in part of Johnny's history, from going to the Fitzroy Lodge where Johnny trained and became an ABA champion, and I shadowed the trainer there and then got to know the history and the love that they have as a community.
It's sincere, you know. I know it's kind of de rigueur to say this stuff in interviews, but I mean it. I've just done a Q&A, and some of the questions that I'm getting, they're great questions, you know. I find at home sometimes it's just taking a slight sort of tone of, you know, everything's sort of Paxman-esque, Jeremy, you know, kind of, you know, everyone's sort of forceful questions and trying to get to the truth, you know, and it's just a little bit, you end up giving the same answers because it's the same old questions, whereas here they kind of genuinely ask questions, and I love it because I can talk about this film. You know, it took me 6 years to write and then 2 years to prepare to perform it and all of that, so I don't get tired of talking about it, you know. You get tired of sort of being forced to kind of go down the same route with your answers.
It's such a beautiful backdrop, and just to be beside, living in London, when you smell sea air and you hear seagulls, it's very romantic.
But out here I'm finding it's much more of a sort of a discussion about film. People love film. I'm getting stopped in the street and I'm just about to explain to them that I don't know where I am and I can't give them directions, and then you realise they want to talk about your film and they don't want to rush. They want to stand and have a conversation, or would you like a coffee? And it's just like, wow, you know, I understand why Hitchcock came here, you know. I don't know if I can afford his house, but if I could, I'd probably move here, you know. Yeah. Food's good as well, yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, cheers, nice one. Thank you, pleasure.